The left side navigation bar presents an overview of the different functions in the EmbryoViewer software. The bright blue color indicates which page is active. Let's start with the View Running page. On this page, you can inspect the culture dishes currently running in the different types of EmbryoScope time-lapse incubators connected to this EmbryoViewer workstation. In the lower right corner, you will find a search function for the running culture dishes. For each incubator, you can inspect the culture conditions and get a good overview of if any alarm occurs. The next menu is related to the patient journal. Under View All Patients, you will be presented with a list of all patients created in the EmbryoScope time-lapse system. Here you'll also find a search function. To create a new patient, click on New and you will be guided to patient details. The patient details page provides you with a detailed information about the patient and treatment. Use a unique number for the patient ID. The same is recommended when you create a new treatment. The barcode labels for the dishes to be cultured in the EmbryoScope Plus time-lapse incubator must be printed from here. The system ensures that each dish and embryo have a unique ID. In case of a medium change where embryos are moved from one dish to another, it is possible to reprint the same label for continuous culture and thus merge the videos of the entire embryo culture period. The transfer page is where you update outcome information related to each individual transfer. In the next menu, we look closer at embryos cultured in each dish. Here you'll find functions to track individual embryos. The functions are related to incubation during culture, to embryo development, and to comparing, evaluating, and ranking embryos for implantation potential. Furthermore, you'll find documentation of this through videos and reports. Let's take a short look at each function. On the View Slide page, you can watch videos of all embryos in one dish. From this page, the red decision icon X is often used to avoid embryos that have a clearly low implantation potential. These embryos will then be avoided in the annotation process to make your workflow more efficient. Timeline is a window to view images of the embryos at selected time points. If you select Don't Show Avoided, the window will have more space for the usable embryos. Any selected image can be enlarged and reviewed on different focal planes, but not moved in timings. Instead, on the Annotate page, you can play a video of one embryo at a time and annotate selected events or other observations during the embryo development. Annotation strategies are defined and set up under Settings. The strategy chosen here includes the variables required for KIT score Day 5 score. On the Compare and Select page, embryos are compared and ranked based on different algorithms. For example, KIT score models developed by Vitrolife are used with success in many clinics. For now, let's choose the KIT score Day 5 model for the embryos cultured until Day 5. Embryos are ranked on a scale from 1 to 9.9. The higher the score, the higher the probability of fetal heartbeat within the patient cohort of embryos. From this page, you can also go one step further and open the side-by-side view. Here it's possible to compare up to 6 embryos with comments and 4 selected embryo details. The embryo details are customizable and defined under Settings. After evaluation, use the decision icon for transfer and freezing. On the Compare and Select page, save the transferred embryo with the actual date. If either score is used as a decision support tool in the embryo evaluation and decision process, the decision must be made and saved with a date from either score in the Vitrolife Technology Hub to save the scores in a report for later review. For further details, please watch the video How to Use EmbryoScore in the Academy e-learning module. Back in the EmbryoViewer software. On this page, you can create different kinds of reports. One report is intended for patients and contains selected images of the transferred and frozen embryos. The timings of the images are chosen from here. 2 reports are for the laboratory staff. They contain information about which embryos to remove from the culture dish for transfer and for freezing, and information for tracking which member of staff performed the transfer procedure. A 4th report contains documentation of the incubation condition during the culture period. This report is valuable as reliable documentation for the patient. And finally, an annotation and evaluation report show the annotated embryos and the ranking based on the model used for embryo evaluation on the Compare and Select page. On the video page, you can generate and export videos and images of selected embryos. The last function in the slide menu is incubation. This is where you find details about the incubation of each culture dish with embryos. The temperature, CO2 concentration and O2 concentration for 5 days of culture are shown here in blue. Red means the patient embryos have been handled outside the time-lapse incubator, and the black crosses indicate a door opening for this or another culture dish. Observe the minimal perturbation of gases and temperature and how short the recovery time is. When culture dishes are entered in the EmbryoScope time-lapse system, all data related to incubation and all time-lapse videos will be stored in the database Instrument and View All Slides. The data can be accessed for review at any time. Settings is where you customize the different functions to fit optimally into your clinical settings. The user page is where you set up user logins with different access restrictions. Under Annotations, the annotation strategies to be used on the Annotate page are set up. A list of comments can be defined for easy and consistent annotation. This is also beneficial when you export data for analysis. And under Models, you can import or design models to be used for embryo evaluation on the Compare and Select page. On the Embryo Details tab, you can set up the information relevant for the final decision when comparing embryos side by side from the Compare and Select page. Finally, Export is a function to design export files with information relevant for analysis. Export is performed from the View All Slide page in the database menu.